26th of December 2024 at 8:05. The message sent by Mr. Brown Mukhodzi to Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala containing the banking details of the same company on that business card or advert with the FNB, hotel specialists, and the account number reflected as 628952.
We don't need to read out the account number.
Okay. And then it is for the current account, and then followed by the greetings.
So just to pause there, General. So it's Mr. Mukhodzi sending the bank account details to Mr. Matlala for payment.
That's correct,
and it's
Commissioners.
hotel specialists, and what was on the advert was hotel travel. Okay, you can continue.
Then that
when you get to details like the banking details, please just say banking details indicated without reading it into the record, please. General.
noted, Commissioners. Then that message on banking details is followed by the greeting on the same day, 26 December 2024 at 10:59. Then on the next page, on the same date, the 26th of December 2024, there are audio or video calls exchanged between the two, and then followed by on the same, there is a video call at 11:05 on the 26th of December, followed by the message from Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala to Mr. Brown Mukhodzi on the 26th of December 2024 at 11:06, which reads thus: "Let me call you in 20 minutes, meeting." The response from Mr. Brown Mukhodzi at 11:06 on the same day reads "okay," followed by another message on the 26th still of December 2024 at 11:06 from Mr. Brown Mukhodzi to Mr. Dlamini Vusimuzi, which reads, "Just send me a message that you are held up so that I send this woman, these women, please." Our interpretation is that message is talking to the forwarded message of a person who was reminding the two chatting gentlemen about the 25% deposit. The response thereof on the same day, 26 December 24, at 11:13 from Vusimuzi Matlala reads thus to Mr. Brown Mukhodzi, "Do not stress, my brother, I will take care of it." And then on the same day, the response from Mr. Mukhodzi to Mr. Dlamini at 12:08, indicating that share a POP and thank you, hence. Then the next message on the same date.
POP, which I understand to be proof of payment. Proof of payment.
Yeah.
Is that a thank you or a please, as if somebody is pleading?
I think it's a please. The interpretation, because there hasn't been a payment made yet, so it's a pleading hands, Commissioner.
That's a reference to the emoji on the side, General.
So, General, it says share a POP, and then the emoji of the hands. I don't know what your interpretation is.
I'll have to agree. One is not using these emojis often, let alone the understanding.
At least,
Ms. Hasima, I was asking the chair if we are entering the territory of calling experts, emoji experts now.
I certainly hope not. Let's stay as far away from that as possible if we can in this hearing. Share a POP and the next message.
The next message is forwarded again by Mr. Brown Mukhosi to Kat. Maybe this message, we can read it together with the next one for better understanding. The two messages are sent more or less the same time on the 26th of December 2024 by Mr. Brown Mukhosi to Vusimuzi Dlamini. The first one
At
is
12:43.
At
The first
12:43.
one. And you say that's forwarded.
Yes, the first one is a forwarded message, which reads, Comrade Brown, which means someone forwarded that or sent that message to Mr. Brown Mukhosi, referring to him as Comrade Brown. The travel agency called in, please talk to them. Then Mr. Brown Mukhosi is forwarding the same message to Vusimuzi Matlala as sent to him. The next message now is not forwarded, is sent by Mr. Brown Mukhosi after that forwarded message, which reads, Chief of Staff.
And your understanding of that?
Our understanding of that is the indication by Mr. Brown Mukhosi as who had originally sent that message to him, the very same message that he is forwarding to Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala, an indication that this message above is originally from the Chief of Staff.
And do you know anything more about, we don't know which Chief of Staff?
We do not know which Chief of Staff, but
perhaps at this stage, unless something clearer comes up, let us not speculate.
yes.
Noted, Chair. Can we move to the next message?
Before you do that, let me ask Ms. Hassan, these two chats, they look on their face that they could be controversial or will become important later on. You've referred to annexures which have metadata. Is the intention that at some point you will take us to the metadata that indicates that indeed
Person who sent it, the message that was then forwarded. All we're able to establish is that this was indeed a forwarded message, but not the identity of the person behind it. Can we continue? So we are on page 10.
On page 10, Commissioners, the first message on the 26th still of December 2024 at 12:48, the message from Mr. Vusi Matlala to Mr. Brown Mukhosi, reading, I think when they wake up tomorrow, it will be in. I will send you a video of my banking app. It is off. I cannot do anything without going to the bank. Was hoping they will be open today, but still closed. Our interpretation of that message is it relates to the previous chats between the two gentlemen about the possibility of the banks opening on the 26th. So this message is indicating that it is the 26th today, so the banks are still closed, and Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala is indicating that he has got a problem with his banking app, which will need him to go into the branch. Then with a response on the same day, 26th of December 2024 at 12:49 from Mr. Brown Mukhosi indicating that that is sufficient with another emoji.
Which is? Can you just,
I'll guess that it refers to, I'll be strong. Yeah,
so it's that sufficient and then an emoji of a muscular arm. And the next message?
the next message, still from Brown Mokgotsi to Vusimuzi Matlala on the same day, 26 December at 12:49. Mr. Brown Mokgotsi indicating to Vusimuzi that no need to send the video. The video, according to our interpretation, refers to the previous message at 12:48, where Vusimuzi Matlala wished or promised to send a video of his banking app to Mr. Mokgotsi to show that it is not working.
And the next one is a link, if we could just play that video attachment. And that's sent, sorry, just for the record, before you play it, it's 26 December 2024 at 12:49 p.m. Do we have a problem? Do we have a problem? Apologies. And then maybe you can just read the next message to explain that.
Thank you, Commissioners. The previous messages, the first one on the same page indicated to Vusimuzi Matlala, prepared to send a video of his app that was not working as a proof, and then followed by the message where Mr. Mokgotsi said there is no need to send a video, but still on the same day at 12:49, same day, 26 December 24, Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala is sending a video proving that his app is not working. The next message on the 26th December 24 at 12:50, Vusimuzi Matlala explaining to Mr. Brown Mokgotsi that he can check it, it just turns blue, nothing happens. Our interpretation is he is indicating, of course, that his app is giving him a problem. The same day then, on the 26th December, at 13:18, Vusimuzi Matlala asking if Mr. Brown Mokgotsi can take a call, and then after that, then there is a call from Brown Mokgotsi to Vusimuzi Matlala. 2 calls.
At 13:18 and 13:21 respectively. Can we turn to page 11?
Then on page 11, we see the screenshot for the communication between Mr. Brown Mokgotsi and the minister. According to our interpretation on the screenshot, we see Senzo Mchunu. The screenshot is forwarded by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala with the messages. Reading the first one, it was during your tenure, and then there are calls in between. And then on Monday,
Before
So-
that, General, just explain that it was during your tenure. I don't quite get what it is.
And as you do so, if you could explain who's communicating, so the darker blue versus the lighter blue, who is the person who's communicating?
yeah, according to our understanding and analysis, the communication, which is colored blue, is from the holder of the phone. In that case, it will be Brown Mokotsi, and the responses then will be different as we move on.
So the first message is, please update with the response, it was during your tenure. Do you know what that is referring to? And we don't seem to know when that exchange took place either, because there's no date above it. Is that right?
That is correct at this moment, because it's a screenshot with having previous discussions. One cannot then conclude or suggest or claim to be understanding as to what was the communication all about.
But who is supposed to have said, please update?
It's supposed to be the Minister Mkhunu.
And who says it was during your tenure? Can we tell?
It's supposed to be Mr. Brown Mokotsi.
And then there are phone calls.
Yeah.
Okay.
The same for the breakthrough where it says Monday, December 2020.
So I think that's
Are
where
we
the
still
witness
coming
wants
there?
to go to, is actually that exchange, Monday, December 2023. Can you go there, General Khumalo?
Maybe before that, thank you for that, Ms. Asim. Right at the top there, so we've got the time stamp and date stamp of the 27th of December, and then 12:01. Then you've got 11:02. Is that in the screenshot? What is that 11:02? Do we know, General?
Our limited knowledge will talk to the 27th, 12th was when the screenshot was sent to Vusimuzi Matlala by Brown Mokotsi at 12:01. And
The 11:02 may be the time, the time that was reflected on the screenshot, but it's not linked to a date, so it's not that helpful.
And then after those two messages exchanged between 13:55 and 15:07, there are 3 calls. And then on Monday, the 23rd of December, there will have been a message from Brown Mokotsi to Senzo Mkhunu reading, "We got a breakthrough." And then followed by the calls on the same day. Then turning,
And do we know whether that was a call received by Mr. Mokotsi or a call made by Mr. Mokotsi?
the interpretation of the screenshot as these 2 calls were received by Mr. Brown Mokotsi as compared to the 3 above that were made by Mr. Brown Mokotsi.
General, before you go to the next page, still on page 11, top left of the page, it says there the message was deleted. What does that mean?
According to my observation, Commissioners, this is a screenshot and there is a gap between that message that is written, message was deleted, which might suggest that it's the previous message. When you take the screenshot, then that other page happened then to encroach with the page that you wanted to use.
Thank you.
It's, I think, as a result of the printout. So if you were scrolling through the phone, you would see it's actually linked to the Brown Mohotsi message before that.
Just for the record, you said the first set of calls, and there are 3 of them, you said those were made by Mr. Mohotsi. For the record, I think we should say the writing there says outgoing in respect of all 3. And then the next set, you say those were received by Mr. Mohotsi. I think for the record, we should say that it says incoming.
That is correct, Commissioners. The first 3 calls, they were outgoing, and then the 2 after the message were incoming voice calls.
And can you just give the time? We know it's Monday, December 23, but could you give the time of the 2 incoming calls?
The 2 incoming calls, the first one is at 11:23. The next one is at 14:49.
Can we continue with the screenshot? There's on the next date within the screenshot.
The continuation of the same screenshot on Tuesday, the communication now is on Tuesday, the following day, as reflected partly on top, page 12, where Mr. Brown Mohotsi receives the message from the number saved as for Senzo Mkunu on his phone, with the message was the arrest effected at 1919.
And the date there is reflected as Tuesday, December 24.
24.
Just remind us, what was the date of that operation where weapons were seized? Was it the second operation? Was it on the 24th?
It was on the 19th,
On the 19th.
Commissioner.
And this screenshot of this conversation is a screenshot not of WhatsApp, but of Signal.
Of Signal app. Thank you, Commissioner.
So communications were taking place on Signal, is that right?
That is correct, Commissioner.
Can we move to the next text then?
The next text, which is the return of the theme 1 under IPID, Mr. Brown Mohotsi is sending a message to Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala, reading IPID, that is on the 27th of December 2024 at 12:05.
So this is now the 3rd reference to IPID.
To
We had it
IPID.
on page 4, page 6, and now on page 12.
Page 12.
Continue.
Then the message from Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala to Mr. Brown Mohotsi at the same day, 27th of December 2024 at 12:25, reading, "Let me know when you back." And then the next message now, the 2 messages from Brown Mohotsi to Mr. Vusi Matlala on the same date, 27 December 2024, The first one at 12:31, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi asking, what does the guy need? And the second message at 12:32, reading, I'm heading to Cape Town for January 8, 08. And then the response by Mr. Dlamini, Mr. Vutsimuzi Matlala, at the same date, 27 December 2024 at 12:37, which reads thus: the case needs to have assault for him to effect arrest. He is saying he can't do arrest if there is no J88 to prove assault, and my wife is not keen to open up an assault case. The guards who were assaulted at my house only coming back in January, they went home for Christmas.
Okay, if we can just pause there. What is that a reference to in your analysis of this? It's the arrest. The case needs to have assault for him to effect arrest.
Yeah, reading or maybe understanding the whole discussion that involves IPID from the first message culminating to messages on this page 12, where the previous page there was a discussion on signal in terms of Mr. Brown Mokgotsi indicating a breakthrough, and then followed by the question, was the arrest affected? And then Mr. Brown Mokgotsi now wanting to get the correct information from Mr. Matlala, indicating the IPID status according to our analysis. And then the question by Mokgotsi, what does the guy need? The IPID guy, because the IPID at previous message was referred to as IPID guy. And then with the explanation now as to, according to our interpretation, that is what the guy needs, as is provided by Mr. Dlamini, Mr. Matlala, Vusimuzi Matlala to Brown Mokgotsi, the explanation as to what the guy needs, as per that message, that the case needs to have assault for him, the guy, our interpretation, to effect arrest, as there were inquiries about the status of arrest, then the guy saying he can't do arrest in the absence of J88, and other reasons that are provided by Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala on that WhatsApp chat as why the arrest cannot be effected.
The arrest of whom?
Maybe then, commissioners, if I may give a possible conclusion on this theme under IPID discussion that we have seen on this pair of charts. The discussion to us suggests that Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala and Brown Mokgotsi had a discussion on the involvement of IPID to intervene after the operation by the team on the 18th and 19th, but we can also include the 6th of December because the encounter with Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala and the team, or encounters, started from the 6th of December. Furthermore, the manipulation of IPID process comes out, or possible manipulation, as we read the responses of how IPID could not effect arrest, our interpretation, or open a case in the absence of the complainants as well as the J88. So the interpretation is an attempt to manipulate IPID processes for the benefit of Kat Matlala, including the private discussion around how to make this case valid, the case that had to be dealt with by IPID. And also in the conversation, Mr. Brown-Mokgotsi seems to suggest that IPID could be a breakthrough, as we have read some messages indicating the breakthroughs and the breakthrough that they needed to sort Kat's issue. There was a message that read, IPID can be a breakthrough. It also suggests that Kat might have an IPID person referred to as IPID guy, whom he is chatting to get the case opened, investigated up to the arrest, though they are struggling because of the absence of J88 and also the guards not being around so as they can effect the arrest. The Brown-Mokgotsi, in his discussion with a contact saved as Senzo Mchunu in his phone, that discussion that is seen.
You are referring to the screenshot?
Yes, on the signal. We are presuming that will refer to the Minister of Police looking at the number saved as Senzo Mchunu. The discussion shared between Mr. Brown-Mokgotsi and the saved Senzo Mchunu, suggesting or giving the update that there is a breakthrough, followed by a question as to whether was their arrest affected. So the analysis talks to the discussion stemming from the use of IPID to come up with these charges, further investigations leading up to the arrest, which appears.
So, General, arrest of whom?
General, does the picture get clearer with other texts or chats, perhaps? Because if it does, I would suggest that we should leave this here and see how things unfold as we go through later chats, perhaps. Or not?
I think
Advocate Hasim?
the only question is still that the only thing that we can, I'd like to ask the witness, but we can then move from there, is who is the arrest? When there's a discussion of an arrest, who is the subject of the arrest?
See, the issue is, will the general respond based on facts that he knows, or will he be speculating? And why I say, if the picture does get clearer, let's go to where it does get clearer. Maybe we'll get to know. If we don't, because if it does, there's no need to rely on speculation. I hope I'm making sense. You know the picture better than I can ever hope to.
Well, I think maybe we can park it for now, and we'll see where it goes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. We are then going to move to the next page, 13. The continuation of the chats between Mr. Brown-Mokgotsi and Vusimuzi Matlala on the 27th, still of December 2024 at 12:38. The message reads from Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala to Mr. Brown-Mokgotsi, and that payment is done, with another emoji.
A thumbs up emoji.
Oh, okay. A thumbs up emoji, and the response from Mr. Brown-Mokgotsi at 12:41, the same day, 27 December, with thanks. and then followed by the message then still from Brown Mokotsi to Mr. Vusimus Matlala after thanking him, saying POP, which can be interpreted as the proof of payment stemming from that discussion at that moment.
And in context, Mr. Mokotsi appears to be asking for the proof of payment.
For the proof of payment, after a report by Mr. Vusimus Matlala that it's done. And then at 12:44, we see then the screenshot forwarded to Brown Mokotsi by Mr. Matlala, which indicates that the payment indeed was done. There is the proof of payment.
And then in the next message, there's an attachment of payment confirmation.
38,000 rand.
BM1. BM1, Commissioners, is at page 92, which is the proof of payment. Chair, at this point, I'd like to just bring to the Commissioner's attention that we have done some investigative work on this account, and that will be provided to the Commission in due course. But for now, we can confirm that there were payments from this account to Mr. Brown Mokotsi.
Do you mean payments other than the one reflected in the POP?
So the POP reflects a payment from Mr. Matlala to that FNB account number belonging to Hotle Specialists. And then from that account, there are outgoing payments. And what we can confirm for now is that there were outgoing payments to one Brown Mokotsi. So we're on page 14. So BM1 was a proof of payment. And the next message, if we can move to that, on 27 December 2024.
After then the payment confirmation as per Annexure BM1 was sent, and then Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala is sending a message now to Mr. Brown Mokotsi, indicating that there is something I need to clarify from, please let me soon as you back. That message is sent at 12:46 on the 27th of December 2024. It is followed by another message on the same date, 27 December 2024, in the early evening, 18:51, reading as follows: "Can I call brother?" And then the response on the same date, 18:57, from Mr. Brown Mokotsi to Vusimuzi Matlala, indicating 19:30, please, which can be interpreted as a response to the previous question. And indeed, then at 19:32 on the same date, Mr. Mokotsi then is making a call to Mr. Matlala.
Just check, Ms. Hassan, do you, in the metadata, get information that call was made and this is how long it was? Do you have that kind of information?
I'm not sure of the answer to that question, Commissioner, but I will check.
Okay, thank you.
The next communication is now on the 29th of December 2024 at 18:01. The first message there from Vusimuzi Matlala to Mr. Brown Mukhosi, afternoon, brother. Do you know Brigadier Nkwana from internal audit? Followed by another message on the same date, 29 December 2024, at 20:04, with just 2 question marks. Interpretation is the reminder of the question that I asked on the previous message. And then we see then the response at 2019 on the same date from Mr. Mokgotsi to Vusimuzi Matlala with a question, SAPS or CI. Then Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala is responding on the same date at 21:25 that SAPS.
Continue.
And then on the next page, the continuation of the same discussion or chat on the same day, 29 December 2024 at 22:02, the response by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi on the previous question, I don't know the person. That response or that message is sent by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala, followed by the next same day at 22:03, which reads, not we can search for the person, according to the understanding. Then
So the nut is a typo for but. Is that right?
it
Is that
can
a
be
reasonable-
interpreted by, with that it's a typing error, which meant, but we can search for a person.
Continue.
Then on the 30th, the following day, early in the morning, 05:18, Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala is sending a message to Mr. Brown Mokgotsi, reading, he requested to be briefed regarding my bid document. I thought you guys know something about it. And then the response by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi at 7:48 on the same day, the 30th of December, reads no. And then after that, on the same day, 30 December at 11:08, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi is sending another message to Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala, reading, sure, bro, court date, as a question of when is the court date.
Can we just pause there, General? So that's going into a different topic. The previous exchange comes in the context of the meeting with the Minister of 24 December inquiring into a contract between SAPS and a company owned by Mr. Matlala. Is that correct?
That is possibly correct, based on the information obtained outside these chats according to obtained information, was the day of the meeting discussing the tender issue that Mr. Matlala is having with the South African Police Service. And one of the decisions was for the internal audit section of SAPS to start the auditing process of the tender. And again, according to our correct information, we have a Brigadier Mukwana, not Brigadier Nkwana. Brigadier Mukwana, who is the head of internal audit in the South African Police Service. That can be our interpretation about whom Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala is inquiring from Mr. Mokgotsi.
Thank you. Continue. So you've,
Sorry, Advocate. Can you please spell the name of the
Brigadier.
Mukwana? Please spell that. I
It's,
want to write it against Mukwana.
it's Mokwana.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you read from 30 December 2024, 11:08, Shawbro, the court date, question mark. Can you take it from there?
And then the response by Mr. Vusimuzi Matala to Mr. Brown Mokgotsi is on the 30th of December 2024 at 11:53. It reads, remember, I said I need to see you. It's regarding this court date issue. There is something I need to discuss with you. Our interpretation, that is the response then on the previous question asked by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi. With Mr. Brown Mokgotsi responding same date at 13:06 with okay.
Okay, continue.
Then on the 31st, the following day now, on the 31st of December 2024, there is a message from Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Vusimuzi Matala, sent as and attached as annexure BM2.
On 31st of December, and BM2 is at page 94 of the bundle. 93 of the bundle. And it's a Constitutional Court judgment of Makala versus the Director of Public Prosecutions in the Western Cape. I believe we'll come to this in a moment. You can continue with the text messages. General.
Thank you, Commissioners. Continuing on page 16, the communication is dated the 31st of December 2024 at 10:49. That is after then the previous page message where the court judgment was sent then by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Vusimuzi Matala. The message reads, this thing, by own interpretation, this thing might make it difficult. A very 100% typing error if it was meant makes, unless if it's a lingo that is used then between the two.
Yes, for the record, let's read how it's typed, which is MYKZ. Thank
I
you,
can
General.
spell it, Commissioners, MYKZ.
Thank you.
Chair.
Let us, before going to the next chat, perhaps let's take the adjournment now, come back at 11:15. Let's adjourn.
Thank you, Chair. Matlala to that FNB account number belonging to Hotle Specialists. And then from that account, there are outgoing payments. And what we can confirm for now is that there were outgoing payments to one Brown Mokgotsi. So we're on page 14. So BM1 was a proof of payment. And the next message, if we can move to that, on 27 December 2024.
After then the payment confirmation as per Annexure BM1 was sent, and then Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala is sending a message now to Mr. Brown Mokgotsi, indicating that there is something I need to clarify from, please let me soon as you back. That message is sent at 12:46 on the 27th of December 2024. It is followed by another message on the same date, 27 December 2024, in the early evening, 1851, reading as follows: "Can I call brother?" And then the response on the same date, 1857, from Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Vusimuzi Matlala, indicating 1930, please, which can be interpreted as a response to the previous question. And indeed, then at 1932, on the same date, Mr. Mokgotsi then is making a call to Mr. Matlala.
Just check, Ms. Hassan. Do you, in the metadata, get information that call was made and this is how long it was? Do you have that kind of information?
I'm not sure of the answer to that question, Commissioner, but I will check.
Okay, thank you.
The next communication is now on the 29th of December 2024 at 18:01. The first message there from Vusimuzi Matlala to Mr. Brown Mokgotsi: "Afternoon, brother. Do you know Brigadier Nkwana from Internal Audit?" Followed by another message on the same date, 29 December 2024, at 20:04, with just 2 question marks. Interpretation is the reminder of the question that I asked on the previous message. And then we see then the response at 2019 on the same date from Mr. Mokgotsi to Vusimuzi Matlala with a question, SAPS or CI. Then Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala is responding on the same date at 21:25 that SAPS.
Continue.
And then on the next page, the continuation of the same discussion or chat on the same day, 29 December 2024 at 22:02, the response by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi on the previous question: "I don't know the person." That response or that message is sent by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala, followed by the next same day at 22:03, which reads, "Not we can search for the person," according to the understanding. Then
So the nut is a typo for but. Is that right?
it
Is that
can
a
be
reasonable-
interpreted by, with that it's a typing error, which meant, but we can search for a person.
Continue.
Then on the 30th, the following day, early in the morning, 05:18, Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala is sending a message to Mr. Brown Mukhosi, reading, he requested to be briefed regarding my bid document. I thought you guys know something about it. And then the response by Mr. Brown Mukhosi at 7:48 on the same day, the 30th of December, reads no. And then after that, on the same day, 30 December at 11:08, Mr. Brown Mukhosi is sending another message to Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala, reading, sure, bro, court date, as a question of when is the court date.
Can we just pause there, General? So that's going into a different topic. The previous exchange comes in the context of the meeting with the Minister of 24 December inquiring into a contract between SAPS and a company owned by Mr. Matlala. Is that correct?
That is possibly correct, based on the information obtained outside these chats, in an attempt to understand as to what the chat is all about. Firstly, the chat is after the 24th, that according to obtained information was the day of the meeting discussing the tender issue that Mr. Matlala is having with the South African Police Service. And one of the decisions was for the internal audit section of SAPS to start the auditing process of the tender. And again, according to our correct information, we have a Brigadier Mukwana, not Brigadier Nkwana. Brigadier Mukwana, who is the head of internal audit in the South African Police Service. That can be our interpretation about whom Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala is inquiring from Mr. Mukhosi.
Thank you. Continue. So you've,
Sorry, Advocate. Can you please spell the name of the
Brigadier.
Mukwana? Please spell that. I
It's,
want to write it against Mukwana.
It's Mokwana.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you'd read from 30 December 2024, 11:08, Shawbro, the court date, question mark. Can you take it from there?
And then the response by Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala to Mr. Brown Mukhosi is on the 30th of December 2024 at 11:53. It reads, remember, I said I need to see you. It's regarding this court date issue. There is something I need to discuss with you. Our interpretation, that is the response then on the previous question asked by Mr. Brown Mukhosi, with Mr. Brown Mukhosi responding same date at 13:06 with okay.
Okay, continue.
Then on the 31st, the following day now, on the 31st of December 2024, there is a message from Brown Mukhosi to Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala, sent as and attached as Annexure BM2.
On 31st of December, and BM2 is at page 94 of the bundle. 93 of the bundle. And it's a Constitutional Court judgment of Makala versus the Director of Public Prosecutions in the Western Cape. I believe we'll come to this in a moment. You can continue with the text messages, General.
Thank you, Commissioners. Continuing on page 16, the communication is dated the 31st of December 2024 at 10:49. That is after then the previous page message where the court judgment was sent then by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Vusimuzi Matala. The message reads, "This thing, by own interpretation, this thing might make it difficult to Mr. Vusimuzi Matala, sent as and attached as Annexure BM2.
On 31st of December, and BM2 is at page 94 of the bundle. 93 of the bundle. And it's a Constitutional Court judgment of Makala versus the Director of Public Prosecutions in the Western Cape. I believe we'll come to this in a moment. You can continue with the text messages, General.
on the 31st of December, 11:18. The screenshot on the next page, 17, with the message in the screenshot that reads thus: "This is a constitutional court judgment that was issued on the 20th of December 2024, full stop, and then the message as screen grabbed, it reads, "Minister, I'm going to get this case number of this judgment for you. Now we got something proven by the court. This is the matter now which either Sibia or the minister can charge Khumalo and apply Rule 9 of the disciplinary hearing. It took the Constitutional Court to release a man who was sentenced to life imprisonment through a forced Section 204 confession. Imagine, Comrade Senzo, after 30 years of democracy having this kind of policing. The good thing now is that these are not allegations, but a court judgment." That is the message as contained in the screenshot of the communication between Brown Mokgotsi and saved number Senzo Mkhunu, which was screen grabbed and sent to Vusimuzi Matlala by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi.
Can you pause?
Sorry, General. You say it's a screenshot, so I'm assuming it's sent by Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala.
That is correct.
And it reflects the discussion between Mr. Mokgotsi and Minister Mkhunu.
That is correct, Commissioner.
And it's a
Sorry, on the back, just for accuracy, Commissioner, it reflects communication from Mr. Mokgotsi to the minister instead of communication between the two of them. It's one-sided.
This screenshot shows communication one way to
Determine the Khumalo that is in question in the judgment, and then one realize that it's not the same Khumalo testifying then in this commission now. It was referring to another Khumalo, so that's where the interest ended.
So your name was not mentioned in the text of the judgment anywhere. Is that correct?
That is correct, Commissioner.
So, Commissioners, at this point, may I seek leave to hand up CJC3, which is an extract from the record of that matter in the Constitutional Court, the only part of the record in which we could find a reference to Khumalo, to a Khumalo. And on the second page of that exhibit, at line 19, is where you will find the reference. It was from a court transcript from the lower court, in which the witness says, "I think on the day we were told to come to Knysna, and then I was also called by Brigadier Khumalo to bring the witness on the site, but I didn't get the story well, why?" That's the reference to Khumalo, one Brigadier Khumalo. General, do you know who that is? Is that you?
Thank you, Commissioners. Definitely, it's not me. Inquiries were made to lots of Khumalos that one might associate with the judgment. Until then, we found that it is the current Deputy Provincial Commissioner in Gauteng, Deputy Provincial Commissioner Crime Detection in Gauteng, who was a Brigadier Khumalo by then in the Western Cape, in Cape Town.
Did you serve in the Western Cape at any point?
No, I've never served or worked in the Western Cape.
Thank you. You can continue then to page 18.
Continuing on page 18, still on the 31st of December 2024, at 11:31, the message from Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Vusi Matlala, am now worried, my bro, with the response on the same day, more or less the same time, a second after, asking worried about what? It's a question. And then the response on the same day at 11:32, a minute after, a response by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Vusimuzi Matlala, which reads thus: outstanding issues. Now this again, today is D-Day on the other side. I also think you must stand back. Then the response in a question format from Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala on the same date, 31st December at 11:33. Stand back. I don't understand what you mean. And then the response on the same date at 11:35 by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi, indicating that for your safety and business. And the next chart, 2 minutes after that, on the same date at 11:37, Mr. Mokgotsi to Brown, saying, we must fight what comes your way.
We must just fight.
We must just fight what comes your way. In response by Mr. Matlala on the same date, 31st December, at 11:40, it reads thus: this won't change my contribution towards the minister, though. I made a conscious decision and I'm not backing down. Whatever help the minister needs from my side, I'll be happy to assist. I just don't want to fight losing battles. The message then from Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala as a response to Mr. Mokgotsi.
You can go to-
Moving on to the next page, 19, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Vusimuzi Matlala with the message on the 31st still of December 2024 at 12:25. With the message reading, here is our backlog and we now need to deal with this. It's a last day. Followed by another message at 12:30 on the same date, 31st December 2024, from Brown Mokgotsi to Vusimuzi Matlala. I thought we spoke about it, but we did many regions. It's only 2 regions left. And then the next message at 13:55 on the same date, the 31st of December 2024, Brown Mokgotsi to Vusimuzi Matlala asking, is it possible for you intervene on the membership for 2 regions, 12.5K each, cause CKZ, today we must pay. That message is followed by a call from After sending that message, a call from Mr. Brown to Vusimuzi Matlala at 13:57 the same day, and another call at 16:46 from Mr. Mkhosi to Matlala on the 31st of December 2024. Then at 17:44 on the same date, Mr. Matlala is responding to Mr. Mkhosi as follows: I'm sorry I missed your calls. I do not have a problem to help. There is some things I need to understand and also hear what my concerns are. Please, like I said before, can we kindly meet whenever you have time and hear what I have to say? That message from Mr. Matlala to Mr. Mkhosi is followed by a call at 17:49 on the same date and another call at 17:50 from Mr. Matlala to Mr. Mkhosi. And then the next page, 20, on the same date, 31 December, Mr. Brown Mkhosi responding to Mr. Matlala with the message, "Sure, boss," followed by a deleted message that was from Brown to Mr. Matlala on the same date at 19:07. On the same day, 31st of December at 19:08, Mr. Brown Mkhosi is sending a message to Mr. Kat Matlala, which reads thus: "We managed to push. We only need for those two regions. We only need for those two regions."
The figure four,
Four.
the figure 4 perhaps being FOR.
FOR, that might be corrected.
I ask people, I ask you not to speculate, and there I am speculating.
Thank you, Commissioner. Then after that, on the 31st still of December 2024, a minute after, Brown Mkhosi is following that message with the banking details to Mr. Matlala. And then the same minute, few seconds, then Mr. Brown Mkhosi is sending a message, "We need 25K only." The next message, still from Mr. Brown Mkhosi to Mr. Kat Matlala. A minute after that, it reads, "We'll engage with everything and anything we need, my boss. The problem is we're gonna lose voters in the two regions." Then that message then is followed by calls from Brown Mkhosi on the same date, 31st December. The first one is at 19:11, followed by the second one at 19:19 to Vusi Matlala.
Keep going.
Then on the 21st, page number 21, on the same date, another call from Vusimuzi Matlala, followed by a return call from Brown Mkhosi at 20:30, still on the same date. And then same date at 20:44, Mr. Brown Mkhosi is sending a message to Mr. Matlala reading my brother. And then at 21:02, same date, Mr. Matlala is responding to the fact that he was taking a bath. I'll let you know if I win or not. Still waiting. With the response at 21:03, December 31st, with from Mr. Brown Mokgotsi, and then correcting that a few seconds after to read okay. And then on the same date, 22:06, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi is sending a message to Vusi Matlala. It means we didn't win, my brother. And then the following day, on the 1st of January 2023, at 13:51, the message from Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Kat Matlala at 22:13. No, at 13:51, the message reads, "Good day. I have arranged a meeting for Sibiya and the minister must have a solution." Then on the same date, 01:01 at 22:13, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi is making a call, followed by an emoji of a strong arm. On the same date, then at 22:13, same day, the 1st of January, at 22:14, a call from Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala, followed by the message at 22:38, same day, 1st of January, 2025. The message reads, "The task team that came to your house and harassed you has been dissolved, / disbanded." Then on the 2nd of the following day now, of January, the first communication between the two is at 7:12 in the morning, where Dlamini is then responding to the message of the previous night with a message, "Oh, really?" followed by another message a minute after that, "I see you tried calling me last night." And then the next message at 7:14, another minute later, the question, "When is this happening?" Then the response is at 8:58 from Mr. Mokgotsi responding to Mr. Matlala, indicated on the message, "They got the letter on Monday. As we speak, they are bringing all the dockets to Sibiya." Followed by an attachment as Annexure BM3 that is sent by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi at 10:05 still on the 2nd of January, forwarding the attachment to Mr. Matlala, which is annexed, as I've indicated, as BM3.
And BM3 is the letter from the Minister to the National Commissioner dated 31 December 2024.
That is correct.
And that's at page 150 of the bundle, Commissioners.
Page, I'm sorry. Page,
Page 150.
thank you.
Then on the same day, the 2nd of January, at 11:13, There is a call between the two gentlemen, and thereafter, on the same date, at 11:57, same date, the 2nd of January, there are lots of forwarded messages that are forwarded then to Mr. Mokgotsi, starting from page 23. Starting from page 23 to page 34, 30 to page 34A, 34, the bottom part, all those messages are containing the information as well as the screenshots of classified information that is used or that belongs to the division crime intelligence of the SAPS.
Can we then proceed to page 34?
Just explain this, please, General. So are you saying Mr. Mokgotsi was in possession of classified information?
Yes, Commissioners,
And that-
Mr. Mokgotsi was in possession of all this classified information that is forwarding to Mr. Matlala.
Thank you. And that also as at the 2nd of January 2025, in the morning already at 10:05, he was already in possession of the minister's letter
To the
to
National
the National Commissioner, the letter that disbanded
That is correct, Commissioner.
the PKTT. Thank you.
Yes, so Chair, just to clarify, that's on the 2nd of January at 10:05 that he forwards the letter following the earlier message on the 1st of January informing Mr. Matlala that the task team is disbanded.
Yes, yes.
Then comes a series of information that's classified in the possession of Mr. Mokgotsi, which he forwards to Mr. Matlala. And we'll go past that to page 34. At the bottom of that page. Can you take it from there, please, General?
And then at page 34, the message is a screenshot again from Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala, which contains the communication between Mr. Brown Mokgotsi and a certain Dion. The screenshot is having the first message that is visible, reading as follows: as Dineo Mukwili stroke Muhajane Beyele Angestel as a brick, limited interpretation of Afrikaans. It's a question asking if is there any Dineo Mukwele or Mkhajana who's working by them as a brigadier. Then on the next page, 35, the continuation of the screenshot. Again, still in Afrikaans, no.
Sorry, General, but before you go to that, there's a response to that question. That's cut off, but it looks like a yes, followed by 2 dots and another word.
No, from my copy, it's badly cut off. I can then speculate that it's a yes. On the screen, yes, it reads better. It's a yes with 3 dots and alphabets TSU.
Okay, you can continue.
And then on the next page, the question, no, who had say nog steeds nie a pesal nomer nie, ook enige idea of say family as. It's still the screenshot of the communication between Mr. Mukhozi and a Dion that was then forwarded to Mr. Matlala.
Do you know who this Dion is? For a fact, not speculation.
No, we do not know, Commissioner.
Thank you.
Then, moving on,
Ms. Hassim, don't we want to have a translation of the Afrikaans in both texts? As Dineo Mukwele / Mohajane Peyele aangestel as brigadier.
Chair, are you asking me to translate it?
I'm asking for your resourcefulness.
We can get a translation prepared for us by an Afrikaans speaker.
Was Dineo Mukwele / Mohajane?
My colleague,
No. Let's get a translation.
Okay.
Please, thank you.
Advocate Hassim, those of us who did our LLB in Afrikaans can figure it out, but I know Chair does not have the same advantage.
so
his
you'll help the
benefit-
chair then. Thank you, Commissioner Khumalo. We'll get a transcription.
Thank you.
General, you've answered that you don't know who Dion is. If you go to page where it starts, that screenshot at page 34, Dineo Mahajane Beyele aangestel as a brick. Is it fair to surmise that this is asking a SAPS member about the employment of Dineo Mukwele? Can one say that from this?
yes, Commissioner, that is the interpretation that one can come up with, that someone is asking about the status of appointment of a certain brigadier.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And there's more in this vein as we go through. So if we go down to the next message that's forwarded, can you, is it cut off? In your file, General, so below that screenshot is another message that's forwarded.
Yeah,
And can you, without identifying, we have redacted on the screen the confidential information, but can you tell us what we are looking at here?
Yes, then Commissioners, thank you. The next message that is forwarded, it's another screenshot forwarded by Mr. Brown Mukhozi to Mr. Matlala, which is of a screenshot taken from the South African police system that is having the personal details of all the employees, which is accessible only by the personnel working at human resource management of the SAPS. It contains the details, including the identity number of one of the employees.
Do you know who that identity number belongs to? You don't need to say if you
Yes,
don't
I
know.
do know.
Is it, okay. It's the same person that
The
was
same
the
person.
subject of the inquiry in the last.
That is correct, Commissioners.
Sorry, you say this kind of information would only be available to SEP's employees? It's internal information?
No, the kind of information can only be made available to the employee, him or herself only,
see.
not to another third party.
Okay, thank you.
So as I understand it, there's two aspects to that. The first is who has access to this software, this program, the Purcell system? Who would have access? And as I understand you, you're saying it would only be SAP's employees, and in particular HR.
Yeah, that's correct, Commissioner.
And the second aspect of that is that even those who have access can't disseminate the information other than
To the
to the
employee.
employee.
And Mr. Mokgotsi, you may have already spoken to this. Is he at this point an employee of the SEPs at the time that he's forwarding this information?
Yeah, according to our investigation, Mr. Mokgotsi is not the employee of the South African Police Service.
Thank you, Commissioner. So can we then turn to the chat that starts on page 36? At the top of page 36.
On page 36, it's a message from Mr. Matlala to Mr. Mokgotsi with the question reading, what is these things you just sent to me, brother? I see it shows several registration numbers of cars and residential addresses. The response on the same date, the 2nd of January at 14:18, from Mr. Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala, the message reads, they used state money to buy those properties. Then followed by a call.
Is this out of sequence now? Because it does not seem to flow from what you were dealing with before, or am I lost? The last thing was personal information relating to some employee, and then suddenly there's reference to cars and residential addresses. Is there a gap in my understanding?
No, I think the way to understand it, Chair, is when you look at all of those, those pieces of classified information, each one of them that we've skipped over,
okay, all
they're
right.
all sent
All right,
in
all
one
right.
batch or
All in
forwarded
one
at the
place.
same time.
All right. No, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. That is our interpretation that the questions or the question by Mr. Matlala to the sender of all these screenshots, which is Mr. Brown Mokgotsi, is the lack of understanding as to what are these things that he just sent. And then he is explaining. Then on the still on the 2nd of January at 2025 at 14:29, they are exchanging a call, Mr. Matlala and Mr. Mokgotsi. And then on the 4th now of January at 9:46, Mr. Matlala is forwarding a message to Mr. Mokgotsi with the title, Shocking Revelations. It is a forwarded message that Mr. Matlala would have got it from the social media and then forwarded it. The social media reflects the date 3rd January on the next page, 37. Then the Mr. Matlala is forwarding then the same message to Mr. Mokgotsi.
And before you move off that, if you can just say what in summary, this message is about, this social media post.
Thank you, Commissioners. Scanning, as I've indicated, that it looks like a message that Mr. Matlala got from the app social media X, on the 3rd of January, and then screen grabbed it and forwarded it to Mokotsi. The first paragraph suggesting that it's information received regarding the political killings task team from one of their former investigators at the task team. So it continues to talk to, on the first paragraph, mentioning the former Minister of Police, and then also the current Minister of Police. And then I'm not sure whether I must go through the whole screen grab, Commissioners.
Perhaps just give us the substance of it.
And Chair, and perhaps if you could deal with the one aspect of it that deals specifically with you, that names you.
Then on the first paragraph, the names named are within the sentence that starts with, they were about to arrest the police officers who were implicated in the killing of Sindiso Magaqa. I'm told that all reports that were withheld by Begicele have been retrieved and handed over to Minister Senzo Mchunu. That is the message then contained in that first paragraph. The second paragraph, it continues to talk about the information, alleged information then around that case of the killing of Sindiso Magaqa, mentioning some of the names of people that were involved, as well as other names as the firearms, the money exchanged, and then some of the noticeable names are the names that we are aware of that were part of our briefing yesterday on the same case. And also, as you move down, there will also be, I think on the next page, 37, there is also a mention of General Khumalo, who was still a lead investigator in this political killings task team, which was also investigating this matter of Sindiso Magaqa case, and who was told by former minister not to arrest crime intelligence officials. Then the last paragraph, it also talks about crime intelligence operating as a third force unit, which is why General Khumalo is heading both units, crime intelligence and the political killings task team. He appointed his brothers, families, and friends as investigators and bodyguards for him and Lushaba. Lushaba's bodyguard is a guy called Lushaba.
And it's signed, if one can say, by someone called not a peace officer.
Yes,
And
that's correct,
it's on
Commissioner.
the X platform. Do you want to respond to what you've just read, the allegations relating to you? Do you have any comment on that?
The shortened version of the response, Commissioners, will be that is what we experienced soon after the disbandment letter was circulated, because between the first and the second, when the letter was circulating on the social media before its official communication channels within SAPS. Soon after that, then we saw lots of misinformation that was all over the social media space, talking to either the political killing trust team or the General Khumalo and others, but the misinformation will always have either the political killing trust team or General Khumalo.
Okay, you can continue.
And then after sending or after forwarding that X information, Mr. Matlala followed it up on the same day at 1946 with the message to Mr. Brown Mukhozi reading
At 9:46.
at 9:46 with the message reading, "I see something very interesting here." And then the response at 9:49 from Brown Mukhozi to Vusimuzi Matlala reads, "Yeah, ne, gloves are off. Gloves are off." And then on the next page, 38, on the 6th now of January at 10:55, Mr. Brown Mukhozi is sending a message to Mr. Dlamini. Morning, is it still fine that we meet tomorrow? I'm off to Cape Town on Wednesday, the 4th of January. On Wednesday, 4 January.
Sorry, Advocate Hassim, there seems to be an issue with the screen.
I'm advised that the issue is just relating to this page, and it was when the reductions of the phone numbers were conducted, it seemed to just glitch and it redacted other parts. But it's only this page that's affected. Chair, I would suggest we just move on.
Let us do so.
Thanks.
Thank you.
General, so you were at the top of page 38, reading the message from Mr. Mukhozi on the 6th of January 2025 at 10:55. Could you just start with read that again, please?
Thank you. The message by Mr. Mukhozi to Mr. Matlala reads, "Morning, is it still fine that we meet tomorrow? I'm off to Cape Town on Wednesday for January 8th. Also confirming the house in Camps Bay." So the next messages exchanged between the two are an attempt to set up a meeting as per this first message read. At 16:35, a response from Matlala, "Where must we meet tomorrow?" followed by a response from Mukhozi Houghton, and then the next from Matlala asking the time, and the response from Mr. Brown Mukhozi giving any time after 8, my boss. And then still on the same day, this communication about the arrangement of their meeting. And then Mr. Matlala indicates the time of his availability. "I have 11 o'clock with my banker. Let me see you at 9:30 rather." That is the message then at 16:39. And then on the same day at 16:47, Mr. Brown Mukhozi responding and confirming 8 p.m., my boss. Mr. Matlala agreeing at 16:47 on the same date with the message, "Oh, okay, I will see you later then at 20:30. The page 39, the first message is a strong arm emoji from Mr. Brown Mukhozi to Mr. Matala at 16:48, and then followed by 2 calls on the same date, the 6th of January. First one at 17:30, next one at 17:32, and a return call from Mr. Brown Mukhozi at 18:27. Then still on the same page 39, Mr. Matala is forwarding a message to Mr. Brown Mukhozi. The message that is read as if it was sent to Mr. Matala by someone else, and thereafter he is forwarding the message as it is, is forwarding it to Mr. Brown Mukhozi. The message reads, "Hello, Mr. Rafadi." That is where we can speculate that this message was originally sent to Mr. Rafadi, who
If I can pause you, General, we are going to get to the chats of Mr. Rafadi, and then we'll see there that this message was forwarded to Mr. Matlala from Mr. Rafadi, and Mr. Matlala is now forwarding it on. Continue. Sorry for the interruption.
So I'm not sure then, commissioners, whether we deal with this message as it's forwarded or we deal with it when we're dealing with Mr. Rafadi's chats.
I propose that you deal with it now. Thank you. Go ahead.
The message reads, "Hello, Mr. Rafadi," and an emoji. Good day and compliments of the new year. It's Henrika from Power FM.
I see you really don't want to describe the emojis, General Khumalo, but it's fine. Continue.
Then unless if I'm allocated an interpreter, commissioners, really not good. And also, then it's Enrina, producer of Daily Talk show hosted by Lerato Pele, who would like to kindly ask for your time for an interview on our show tomorrow morning to talk about the dissolving of the task team dedicated to political killings. The police minister did mention that the task team services were no longer, and we just want to discuss this with you as you paint a picture of the current state of political killings in the country, especially because there has been criticism of the team still being needed, with some analysts saying it was time for the team to be dissolved. If you may please join us at 10:30 tomorrow morning, we will truly appreciate it. That is the content of the forwarded message by Kat Matlala to Mr. Mukhozi, and it is followed by a screenshot, with a Power Talk site that might indicate then that's where the discussion will be. And then the next message on the 7th.
We won't play that, Chair, but did you listen to it, and do you know what that link contains, that interview?
The link is, of course, then Mr. Rafadi introduced himself as invited to this talk show to discuss the issue as indicated on the invite. There were 2 guests, Mr. Rafadi and and someone else who were then approaching this discussion from two opposite directions, with Mr. Rafadi in support of the disbandment and the other commentator not in support. That is the summary that one can give then for this discussion.
Thank you, General. You may proceed.
And then still on the 7th, at 1942, Mr. Matlala is sending a message to Mr. Brown Mokhosi. One will then read that together with the previous messages where they were arranging the meeting, with Mr. Matlala asking at 1942 if, can I start making my way to you because I'm a little bit far from our meeting place. And then Mr. Mokhosi responding that 2030 I'll be there, which is the time that they agreed upon on their previous engagement. Followed by at 2026 on the same date, 7th of January 2022, by calls, two calls from Mr. Matlala to Mr. Mokhosi at 2026 and 2042 respectively, with the return call again from Mr. Mokhosi to Mr. Matlala at 2043, the same date, and then the other calls on the same date from Mr. Matlala at 2048, the first call, at 2101 as well as 2102, or at 2102 is the message now written by Mr. Matlala indicating that he has arrived at the venue reading, I am here. Then the next, on the following day now, the 8th of January, in the early hours, 0047, Mr. Mokhosi is sending, definitely not an emoji, it looks like two dots, and then at 0048, Mr. Mokhosi is sending a message to Mr. Matlala that this is outstanding. And then on the same date at 0049, now Mr. Mokhosi is specific as to what is outstanding. He says you paid, in the message, you paid 37,000 and the 111,000 is outstanding, which can be related to our previous charts that were talking to the payment of 25% deposit to a travel agency. And then still on the 8th of January 2025, Brown Mokhosi is reminding Mr. Matlala that this is what you paid on that message at close to midnight, that discussion at 0050. And then at 8:14, still on the 8th, Mr. Mokhosi is sending to Mr. Matlala a notice of an annual BPF presidential gala dinner with those particulars at 14:39. And then it is followed by the information pertaining to that particular event in terms of packages from platinum to gold and silver, and then the detailed information is contained on that notice. Then the response or the message that followed those pictures that were sent by Mr. Mokgotsi. It's followed by a message indicating we'll take silver package. That can be read with the previous photo then of those options for the event packages. At 8:33, Brown Mokgotsi is just sending okay message to Mr. Matlala. And then at 8:34, Mr. Mokgotsi is sending a message to Mr. Matlala which reads, "We cancel, but it is spelled wrong as we CANXEL, the table, cause I thought we buy 2 chairs only." That is the message then from Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala. And then Mr. Matlala is responding at 8:40, saying, "I will call you later, brother. I think we don't understand each other." And then the next page, 43, the next message at more or less the same time, which is a response by Mr. Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala, read, "Sorry, 4 tables." And then it's followed by the banking details that are forwarded by Mr. Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala. And then the next message was deleted, which was originally sent by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala at 9:13, the same day, the 8th of January. And then the next is the message on the same day, 8th of January at 9:14, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi sending to Kat Matlala. The message reads, "We can buy the tables through him at, full stop, 100K. Then the next message again sent by Mr. Brown Mokgotsi to Vusimuzi Matlala. It's the names with identity numbers of 8 people with the message starting with flights. And then the next, then it's particulars, personal particulars of 8 people. Then on the next page, 44, at 9:46 on the same date of the 8th, the message reads from Brown Mokgotsi to Kat Matlala, "They all fly on same day at 17:53. Mr. Brown Mokgotsi is sending a message to Mr. Matlala indicating that M in Cape Town, Sibiya is in Camps Bay. And then the next message at 20:01, it's not a message, it's 2 calls at 20:01, both of them.
General, sorry, without speculating, do you know who that Sibiya is that is referred to in that chat?
No, I do not know, Commissioner. Then we continue. After those 2 missed calls by Mr. Matlala to Mr. Mokgotsi, it's followed by a return call at 20:01. And then it's the message again at 20:09 by Mr. Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala. The message reads, "My brother, some people have arrived here already, and you were saying some are here in Cape Town.
Someone.
Could you-"
And you were saying some, and it's got a number 1. Someone.
You were saying some and the number 1 here in Cape Town could help us with something. Then on the next page, 45, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi is sending a message to Mr. Matlala. the message reads, the message is at 2014. Please confirm the following. Number one, the table dash 100K. Number two, 8 times flights. Number three, the 75% balance of 111K. Please, and I will understand. And then that message is followed by another message from Brown Mukhozi at 2016 to Mr. Matlala. The message reads, this will allow me to handle everything and the minister. And then next message, then are the calls between the two gentlemen on the same date at 2038 and again 2038, which looks like they were missing each other. Then the message from Mr. Matlala to Mr. Mukhozi at 2053, which is this I will do except the table booking, which might be interpreted as a response from the message sent by Mukhozi at 2014 with the list of things that are including the table as number one. And then the response at 2056 from Brown Mukhozi to Mr. Matlala, it says K, which can be interpreted as okay. And then at 2057, on the same date, the 8th of January, Mr. Brown Mukhozi is sending a message to Mr. Matlala, reading as follows: please assist with something for the guests. And then on the same date at 2252.
And just to pause you there, General, this message may be related to the message on the page before, the last message at 2009, that people have arrived and can you assist?
It can
Is that how we-
it can be circumstantially related to it, Commissioners. Then the last message on page 45 at 2252 on the same date, the 8th of January, it's written by Brown, sent by Mr. Brown Mukhozi to Vusimuzi Matlala with one word, Impala, in a question mark, Impala. And then Mr. Mukhozi.
General, do you have any idea what this is referring to? What's this Impala? Only if you have an idea.
I only have a knowledge because in Zulu we also have an animal called impala. I'm looking at the spelling. It looks the same as how we spell impala, animal, in Zulu.
But in this context, you have no idea what this means?
No, I don't have idea,
Thank you.
Commissioner. And then the next message on page 46, on the same date, the 8th of January, at now 22:54, Mr. Brown Mukhozi is following that message of Impala that he sent with next time. And then at 22:55, another message, the emojis that I've been struggling with. The interpretation, Commissioners, unless if I get assistance.
It's like two laughing faces.
With,
told-
with tilted heads.
Then on the following day, the 9th of January 2025 at 9:50. They start exchanging calls between, the first call is from Mr. Matlala, followed by the one then from Mr. Mokgotsi to Matlala, and the next one is from Mr. It looks like they were missing each other or talking a lot within that time frame. Then followed by a deleted message at 10:43, which was sent by Mr. Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala at 10:43. Then on the 9th, still at 10:44, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi is sending a message to Mr. Matlala which reads, replace number 1 and 2, which then can talk to the previous messages that are numbered on the communication between the two.
Suppose it's also fair to make provision for the possibility that 1 and 2 may have been in that deleted message. I mean, we don't know what deleted message was.
That is possible, Commissioner.
Yes.
And then the next message at 10:44 on the same date, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi is sending a message to Mr. Matlala which reads, we have done it already because you were not responding. And then at 10:44, again, few seconds after, Mr. Brown Mokgotsi is calling, and then after a call on the same date, and then a message reading Boso, and then on the same date, 10:57, another call, followed by deleted messages or screenshots, or screenshots that were sent by Mr. Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala. That will take us up to page 48 and then to page 49. We resume then on the same date, the 9th of January at 11:16 with a call. Then the next, then at 11:17, it's the account details of the same travel agency, Khutle, that was sent previously. Now Mr. Mokgotsi is sending the same account details at 11:17, and then followed by a call at 13:01 from Mr. Mokgotsi to Mr. Matlala, another call at 13:41, then the return call at 13:42, then from Mr. Matlala. Then the messages on the same date from 13:47, there are attachments that are annexed chart as BM4 and BM5 that are then sent by Mr. Matlala to Mr. Mokgotsi.
So the first attachment is BM4, and that's on page 154 of the bundle. And can you just say what is reflected on that annexure?
It's page number 134.
Oh, 154, apologies, General.
On page 154, the annexures are not clear on the copy that I'm having, Commissioners.
I hope it's clear in your copy, Chair. It's essentially